set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Cut. Two times. Three down.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go,
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 70 yards, and the Niners have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston is going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On third down, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Perry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Dee Ford providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drop
and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point. 21-3 is your score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Nick Perry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go. Do it. At their own 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It'll be a loss of 1. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hurd. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. Black 80!
I'm here all day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Winston. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Green, triple C. Check 59. Easy. He's 59. Mike to 59. Let's go one more. Here we go, even. We good.
Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here.
To throw is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
65.
San Francisco.
Lock.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 55 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. I love watching Goodwin play. It's a long jumper.